Hello everyone, TarantulaDan here. I hope you're doing well today. So today is essentially the first video of what will be season 2 of TarantulaDan on YouTube. In all honesty, I was hoping to have some kind of an intro or new logo or something sorted by now, but unfortunately I just haven't had time to get anything sorted, and finances have been really tight because of moving house and things like that. As those of you who know what's been happening recently know what's been going on basically. And yeah, obviously, very quickly with that, obviously, there's been an awful lot of change in the last year or so for me. Obviously, last year I took a break earlier on, kind of mental health kind of thing, and very stressed. Took a break, and then I sort of came back to YouTube. My plan was to sort of come back and sort of hit YouTube hard and make loads of content, and everything was going to be all wonderful. And then obviously I had a few big life changes in a very short time, which obviously ended up with me leaving where I lived and everything essentially. I mean, I speak to a few friends from up north where I used to live, and I speak to my sisters, and that's pretty much it. I don't speak to other family or anything like that really. So yeah, huge change, as well as other things that went on that kind of caused the move in the first place, which again, not many people know that. Some people do. I doubt people that maybe tell their side of the story tell the whole thing. I don't think, but that's fine. Clean slate, or draw the line, done with those events, those people, and here to get back into it, I guess, and get back to sort of creating content. So yeah, I moved to Kent a few months ago. Obviously, I was made homeless, and as of 2 weeks ago, essentially, or nearly 2 weeks ago, I came into this house. I actually came into this for the first time on I think it was the 30th of March. I'd never stepped foot in here before, and now we have it. And yeah, very exciting. It's nice that we are able to have whatever we want. This isn't rented accommodation either. It's bought, so we don't really have to sort of answer to landlords about having animals and things like that. So that's certainly very nice. So yeah, I moved in. Obviously spent a bit of time trying to do a bit of decorating and things, because most of the downstairs and things was just bare plaster. So lots of work down there, but I used to be a decorator, so not too much of a problem there. And then probably a few days ago I started trying to get this animal room kind of sorted, and it's not finished. There's a lot of work that needs to be done here. I still need to get some other racking for the back wall over there, so I can sort of spread things out. A lot of the spiders behind me are sort of several sort of spiders deep. I have a whole 3-foot viv down here just full of tarantula slings and juveniles just in tubs, just sort of stacked, because I don't have anywhere to put them at the moment. They are absolutely fine in there. The temperature's fine, the airflow is fine, but obviously in the future I want to sort of have a big rack just for tarantulas and other invertebrates, and then obviously you've got the rack in here, and then I'll probably have some racking behind me in the future as well, and then but I will give you a bit of a pan round so you can have a look at the actual room. Obviously the first wall rather, has a new addition you can see at the bottom, which I'll talk about just shortly. And then there is the rack of reptiles, Ramsey at the top, of course. Many of you will know Ramsey. If you don't know who Ramsey is, here's a refresher that I filmed this morning of her chasing locusts around. She's of course my citrus red leatherback bearded dragon, and she's absolutely wonderful. I'm so glad I didn't have to sort of part with her. I've been able to sort of keep her. And below that I have some snakes and some other leopard geckos. All of these will be shown to you in the future in a video coming up very soon. I have some larger sort of tarantulas. These were sort of downsized for the move. I couldn't keep Zelda, my Lassidora Pauhaibana, in her big huge vivarium that she had before, so she's in this tub for now. But I do have a very large Exoterra down here, which she'll be rehoused into, and she should be very happy with that. Below that is a empty viv for a snake. I had a couple of new snakes well, yeah, 2 new snakes at the moment. There's a few more that I'm going to be getting, which are rehousings. So no money has been spent in order to get these. They're actually from some colleagues from mine at work that basically need them rehousing, and they very kindly came to me and were like, "Dan, like, you know, is there any chance?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." Very quickly, I will put a quick bit of footage up this morning, from this morning, of my Royal Python, who's absolutely wonderful, and spent quite a bit of time with her this morning. Had her out, just having a look at her, and a bit of interaction. And you can see she's really friendly. She does have the spider gene, which is a shame, but she seems to have it under control at the moment, so that's pretty good. But yeah, so get some more royals, and 2 other snakes that you haven't seen yet. My patrons have seen the 2 snakes that I've got, and they've also seen 2 new leopard geckos that I've had as well, which if I was going to show you my phone, but I'm actually using my phone because my camera is here. I do actually have it, but I was in the middle of filming and it overheated, which is typical for sort of Sony cameras, to be fair. Yeah, but my leopard gecko died back in January of 2020, I think it was. I had him for 21 years, and not to replace him, but kind of to fill the gap and make me feel a little bit better. My girlfriend ordered us rather 2 leopard geckos, and they didn't, because they were ordered when they were basically eggs essentially. We picked a couple out when they hatched and that. We didn't actually get them till after all of the trouble last year, which was a bit of a pain for both of us, of course, but at the same time, she'd been waiting for me for a long time as a surprise. And with how low I was, and I was low, like I was complete rock bottom, sort of late last year, as many people know what happened and everything that, all the events, they know why. That was actually quite a nice little surprise to have these 2 geckos. So I will be doing a video in the future. One video will be just for snakes, another one will be just for the lizards, one for maybe covering some of the spiders, because I've got a lot of spiders, and then I'll do another video to cover the rodents, because we do have some rodents in here as well, which if you've seen my Instagram, you would have seen a video of the 2 guinea pigs, which are basically lunch and snack, or whatever we call them. Lunch and dinner, that's it. They're actually called Echo and Casper. I call them lunch and dinner because basically that's what they are. But they're 2 big male guinea pigs, and they're wonderful. Really like those, and some hamsters and things as well. So if you're into cute animals, then I actually have something cute. I mean, Ramsey's cute and things, and cockroaches are cute, but people don't think that apparently. So yeah, I'll be doing a video for rodents, snakes, lizards, and then the spiders. I'll probably break those up into maybe old world or new world, or arboreal, terrestrial. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. That's up to my patrons to decide, because they'll have this video for a couple of days before it goes public for everyone else. And so if you're a patron and you're watching this, you need to let me know down below on the Patreon page which of the animals you want me to do first, number them, and obviously I'll sort of do them based on that. So looking forward to getting some content out. Over here, these are some of my spiders, so sort of larger enclosures at the top. These are just my basically my favourite, some of my favourites here. Mostly sort of my brachypelmas, and my absolutely amazing Aphonopelma pensilo, which is, to this day, I believe it is one of 2 in Europe, and I believe I have the only female, which is, one sense, is really good. Officially, I guess that is my rarest spider. It's priceless, essentially. Also a shame because I can't breed her, so I'm really careful with her. And then below there, got my sidebar blue, a bunch of Pocotheria. My Hanumovila samica is definitely a female and is really good size now, probably about this kind of size. I can't see her because she's in the burrow, but I will be featuring her in a future video because I love the Hanumovila samica. And this one here, this is the Exoterra that my good friend Francis got me when I first met him several years ago. He got me a little Sompos Emernia sling, and I still have her in here. She's growing lovely, like 3 years ago now, so pretty confident that's a female. But to be fair, I've seen it about 4 times since I've had it. So yeah, a bunch of G. pulchra, because I kind of like G. pulchra. Me and my girlfriend, we've got a few of them between us. And then you've got a vinegaroo and Proclotherium on this shelf. Down here we have the Pac-Man frog and a bunch of cool spiders. We also have down here, if you're a patron, you will have seen I did an unboxing video a few weeks ago. One of the spiders that was in this package was the mature male Tetraploda David Bowie, along with the female, which is in this tub up here. After this video, once it's probably while it's sort of rendering and that, I'm going to be looking to breed the David Bowie huntsman, the Z Sardus huntsman. So that video will be up for Patreon as soon as done. Fingers crossed that goes well. And then the bottom, I got some centipedes, scorpions, a bunch of other sort of tarantulas. I do have in this little tub. It looks like an absolute mess. You won't even be able to see it, it's so small. But basically, in this little tub, where I used to live, I basically had this this big female house spider, and I wanted to sort of capture her, just to take some photos, and then I was going to release her. She ended up doing an egg sac, so I thought, well, I'll keep her for a little bit longer, and then I was going to do some videos of it, which obviously the videos were lost because of the move and everything like that. But all of these, we had quite a lot of these sort of house spiders, which I actually just released into the house before I left. And I kept one of these little baby house spiders, and that is in there. So I have one house spider, baby from where I used to live. The rest are probably in the walls or under the floorboards or something. You know, because I thought it'd be funny. So yeah. And then over here I have another snake which you haven't seen yet. Teddy, which is the Herman's Toys. This is it's a small enclosure at the moment, but we do have the big extension, so it essentially extends to, I think it's 4 foot by 4 foot. So it's real big tortoise enclosure, which we will have that set up probably over the back there once things have been sorted. Underneath, a 3 foot viv full of slings and juvenile tarantulas. I think they're all tarantulas and nothing else weird down there, other inverts. Below that viv is just used for storage at the moment. And then over here I have 2 empty vivs, a snake which you haven't seen. I do by this window have the framed tarantula molts and other mantis and cockroaches and things. And then on the back wall is obviously actually where the guinea pigs are. So ultimately I want to sort of move it around a little bit, so having some racks over on the back wall, which as you can see on screen at the moment is a bit of a mess, but ideally having some racks across there. So then the spiders will be maybe old world and new world. I'm thinking have them kind of separate, or have like an area just for the slings because of breeding tarantulas. And then obviously with any sort of spare space, maybe like down here on this is actually the fireplace from downstairs in the living room. On here having some shelves, some plants. I've got pictures that I've from fan mail and things I want to sort of hang up. I've got the picture of Una, the iguana. Of course you haven't seen her. I do have her, she's downstairs. I have to say this, a huge thank you to Amy from Pet Rock and Roll. She hates me. I think she's going to get to the point where she's going to like ban me from saying this. But I really appreciate that she looked after Una. She's downstairs in the living room doing really, really well. So because originally I had Una in my animal room and the picture was downstairs, but now because Una's in the living room, I'm going to have the picture up here. So she'll still be sort of part of the animal room. I honestly did everything I could to keep her, and I kept everything apart from, we lost quite a few tarantulas. Honestly, I can't tell you how many because obviously I need to go through and get the exact number. I haven't sort of counted them, I've just sort of put them in place. Excuse me. But in total, I'm probably going to guess about 100 or so tarantulas I've lost, which is a big shame. But at the same time, I think I did well to keep so many of them, considering I wasn't even living with my tarantulas, so I popped into where they were every now and again, watered, fed, and then left. I couldn't do proper maintenance, I couldn't do rehousings or anything, so yeah, sadly the ones that we did lose, some of them I don't know why, some of them were like, my big adult female Lampa Palma. Don't know why she died. I lost one of my H. gigas. Again, don't know why. So yeah, quite a few losses, which I might talk about in future videos. But yeah, and obviously, I don't know what, maybe on the door or something, but there's a lot of people have stickers, and I've got a whole bunch of stickers from different YouTubers and channels. I want to have them somewhere on display so that when I move the camera around to film different parts, so that there's always some kind of stickers on show and available. So yeah, I mean, that is what this video was. It's more just to sort of talk about things. Obviously give you a quick glimpse of a few things, how the room is set up at the moment. Like I say, this is not the finished product. I mean, down here I'm using it for just sort of storage, sort of out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. I have an awful lot of work still to do in here. I need to get some, other shelves up, and maybe get some plants in here, and make it quite nice. But this is literally, I did this as quick as I could. It's taken me a few days of moving all the animals from where they were and getting them here, and then moving it around to try and find the best way to set up. The good thing is I have loads of floor space. Like, I mean, it's probably sort of 6 or 7 feet wide, by probably about 10, 12 feet at the moment of floor space squared. So when I'm doing unboxing videos or anything, I've got a nice area to work with. I will have a desk in here as well with a computer, so I can do all my editing and things in here. But this is like very early stages of the animal room, so yeah, it's nice to be able to sort of get back into sort of filming and editing and doing what I like doing. I just hope that it's been worth the wait for all of you. Like I said to my patrons, a huge thank you to all of you. Your names will be on the screen. These people, especially if they've got YouTube channels, if there is a YouTube channel name, I will put that up, not their actual name. These people have literally been supporting me for the last, well, I mean, basically sort of since the end of August, September. Even though I have not been doing very many videos, in fact, very few videos, these people have still been supporting me, which has enabled me to kind of make a start on getting things done. And that really, really means a lot. I left a lot of I left all my old racking, everything behind. I've had to get like a lot of like new sort of things, and so yeah, these people literally have supported me for several months without content, and so they honestly, I cannot thank them enough for that. Lots of people have been sort of supporting me recently, but my patrons definitely deserve a shout out, because yeah, honestly, it means the world to me. And as you know, you've seen recent videos, I've got breeding. I've actually paired, did a pairing just about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I've got the David Bowie huntsman, waiting for a few egg sacs. I've got mature males I'm waiting on, so when I do get some slings, I'd love to send some of them your way, and obviously different things to make it worth the while. It means the absolute world to me. So thank you to my patrons for your support. It really does mean a lot. If you'd like to join my Patreon, there's a link in the description. And yeah, please, the only other thing I can ask you to do is that if you aren't subscribed, please do. As always, people lose subscribers. I've lost, tens of thousands over the last few months, which is fine. It's, loss is loss. It's one of those things. But I would really like, if you're able to sort of share any of my content and get the word out that I'm back doing videos, that would really help me out. And so yeah, there'll be some links at the end of the video. Please feel free to check those out, and just let me know in the comments below. To my patrons only, by the way, if you're a patron, let me know below what you want to see next, and you will get to decide the videos for that everyone else will get to see. So you are the deciding factors in what I put up now. So get involved, and let's get back to making videos, I guess. I've had a lot of interest, by the way, very quickly, for some collaborations. Always happy to do collaborations. If you are interested, let me know, and we can get something sorted out. So with that said, I've rambled on for long enough now, and I just hope that hope it's been worth the wait. So yeah, here's to season 2, and with that said, take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care and goodbye from me.